Samantha, it had been nearly 5 or 6 months since we had last seen each other when I ran into her on a random day in the parking lot of Forest Mall, Lagogo. I don't recall exactly what day of the week it was, but chances are it was a Thursday or Friday at around 1740 HRS in the evening rush of most people trying to find their way home while others sat in restaurants and coffee shops to sign the day off as they wait for traffic to reduce. It took a little beautiful girl, still dressed in her Christ the King school uniform, shouting, "Mummy, I want ice cream," as she jump-walked with her small bag on the back to unfreeze us from our small moment of surprise that was filled with smiles. We both turned sideways to have a glance at this young, cute girl before breaking into a light laughter. Between you and I, we both know that even if you're good friends with someone, it's actually possible to go months without talking to them, or even chatting for one reason or another. To try to make ends meet often being the most common of reasons. It's easy to get lost in your own world, in a world where friends are neither ignored nor forgotten. But somehow, you only manage to speak to them with your heart and mind, often promising yourself in procrastination on a daily basis that you will call or text them a little bit later. One day goes by, a week, and before you know it, it's a month or two and beyond. Just like that, gone. After exchanging greetings that were characterized by 2 hugs in a space of seconds, each of us was quick to accuse the other of being lost and chucking another. It, however, did not take long before we both realized that we only have ourselves to blame and share the guilt in equal measure. This only sparked off a moment of guilt smiles as we shook hands, staring each other in the face like 2 kids during a preschool PE session. She was garbed in a slim-fit, jewel-neck white sleeveless dress that ran down until a few centimeters above her knees with a black pair of Bata ballerina flats dawned on her feet. Her long and extremely dark natural hair was twisted into 2 big, beautiful braids, looking quite good, more than healthy and almost stress-free for a person that says, "Life is generally fair. You look more than just fair," I remember saying to her. In her right hand, she's holding a simple but nice leather coffee brown handbag and a red gift bag with a small silver-gray Casio watch on her left wrist. She tells me she had come to buy a gift for friend, for whom they're throwing a surprise baby shower at Bistro along Acacia Avenue that very evening. After being hooted at by more than 4 cars in the driveway, they're trying to find their way out in slightly under 2 minutes. We sought refuge on the veranda behind one of the pillars. Ignoring all the noise from the surroundings, it is here that she told me about her time at AIM Global before finding a job at T firm in Kamwokia, where she currently works as a receptionist. Although there have been a few registered stories of success at AIM Global, failure, to my knowledge, dominated the better part of testimonies in Uganda, including myself, she said. In the moment of it all, I managed to exercise the best restraint I have ever observed in myself not to air my general opinion and perspective about the venture. Meanwhile, passers-by can't let us have an uninterrupted conversation without someone having to say, "Excuse me, could you please direct me to such and such a place?" We then decided to walk into the building through the main entrance and found comfort at a balcony on the 3rd floor. At the time, I was so hard up to even treat her to a simple meal at Mr. Tasty, or the very least a cup of coffee. While we settled at the balcony, she received a phone call from one of her close friends, Kathy, who sought to find out what time she expected to be arriving at the party venue. Leaning against the wall facing the balcony as she answered her call, I winked at her, forcing her into a shocking smile just seconds before she hung up the phone. Over the next course of minutes, over conversation cut across a range of topics, including some of the latest series we mutually enjoyed to watch, like A Million Little Things, movies like Midnight Sun, and later on Family. I soon learned that things are tough at home. About a year after her dad had started boozing, he found another partner, and their marriage with her mother is almost falling apart. I'm so confused about where that leaves my life and 2 little siblings in general, she narrated. A 14-year-old brother and a 7-year-old sister are too little to comprehend the complexities of this whole situation. Can you imagine? His new girlfriend is almost my age or just 2 years older than I. She lamented, before adding that, "Ne abisaja mutama." But men can nag. She's on the edge of an emotional breakdown when she brings me up to speed about all this. In his defense, her dad said it was just a fling, something her mother failed to believe until today. I was lost for words and neither did I want to take any sides in the matter. But from one friend to another, a shoulder to lean on was the best I could offer under the circumstances. I gave her a warm hug for comfort, telling her it's all going to be fine. A handkerchief to wipe her teary eyes, accompanied with a joke to redeem her moods. Big girls don't cry. But don't worry. You still look beautiful even when you're crying. She was compelled to smile as I took her through a pep talk. Why are you so nice? She asked. I'm not. Maybe I'm just motivated, I said, right before she handed over my hanky. The unfortunate bit is that I came to learn about my father's infidelity just slightly over 2 months after breaking up with Jeff for the same reason, she noted in an emotional voice. And as life would have it, I'm friends with Jeff. And not just friends, but really tight buddies. Just stating a fact wasn't part of the conversation. Speaking of Jeff, did you know he was cheating on me? Honestly speaking, yes, I did. So why didn't you tell me about it as soon as it started? What kind of friend are you? The kind that is trusted with other people's secrets without worry that will be shared or even judged for them. And to answer your why question, because Jeff and I are friends just as much as you and I, not to mention there is such a thing as a bro code in the guys' world. The bro code is an unwritten set of natural rules for every guy friends. These rules shouldn't be broken. Breaking any of them could call for a break of ranks and may as well qualify as a big a betrayal as Judas to Jesus. Just so, I also have a trait to mind my own business. But then again, deep down, I also know that oftentimes it's the messenger who always gets shot. So I choose to stay out of it, I said to her. To any persons in a relationship out there, people keep a cheating secret for one of 2 reasons. Either because the cheating was a big mistake and they just want to protect the person they love from being hurt, or they're just trying to protect themselves. And on that note, therefore, allow me dedicate to you all this beautiful track, Cheater's Prayer by Chris Martins. Hi everyone. This is Robert K. Circles. Thank you so much for tuning into the podcast today. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, I'd be incredibly grateful if you could take a moment to subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss any future episodes. Give us a like on your favorite podcast platform. Leave a comment letting us know what you thought. We love hearing your feedback. And if you know someone who might enjoy the show, please share it with them. Your support means the world to me and helps us reach more listeners. Thanks again for being a part of the Robert K. Circles community. Until next time, take care.